Welcome to the 2017 Scott County High School basketball season as tip-off is here tonight at Scott County High School, Georgetown, Kentucky. This is the Scott County Sports Network here to bring you a full season of exciting basketball. We'll be back here a few minutes after a sponsorship break with Derek Varney, Toby Murray, Kevin Ritchie, Mike Ritchie, and Keith Greiser.
County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics. Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to Scott County High School, Georgetown, Kentucky, as the Scott County Cardinals get ready to open 2017 basketball season tonight against the Cordia Lions out of the 14th region and the 53rd district, coached by Jerry Stacy. I want to welcome in partner Derek Varney into the broadcast, and as we get started this year, we're going to apologize in advance. Maybe a little rough, but it's almost been 2 years since this crew's been together, so we're happy to be back. And Derek, what's your thoughts heading into the season tonight?
Well, opening game, Mark, I'm excited as can be. Anytime I love football and love when it's going on, but, man, the start of high school basketball, it's just in my blood. I love it, and I'm ready to tip it up, and I'm especially excited about this 2017-2018 Scott County Cardinal team.
Well, yeah, they're coming in pretty lofty expectations. I believe they're number one at about every poll that's come out. And when you look at that lineup, you know, what impresses me is the factor of how hard Michael Marino's worked, the 6'7" junior. You got the senior Cooper Robb, who's already signed with UNC Charlotte. What's that kind of leadership mean coming into what Cooper Robb's senior season will be with that lofty ranking?
Well, it means everything. We've got a leader. Cooper Robb is kind of a silent leader. You're not going to see him say a whole lot. He doesn't change facial expressions. He just flat out right gets after it, and that's just for the other younger kids to look up and see that. It's just very on their part to see Cooper every day in practice. It makes them better.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, you know, the interesting thing in watching, and I've not seen all of preseason scrimmages, but have been talking to them, the coaching staff. They've been shooting the ball extremely well. This group comes in having shot about 48% from the field last year. But when you look at it from an offensive standpoint with the number of scores they've got, when you look at Long on the wing, Fluke, the addition of Stewart, you got Covington, you got Josh Davis that can hit the three. You've got shooters at every spot down to the 8th or 9th man, and it's been a while since Scott County's had that kind of ammunition on the offensive end of the floor.
Absolutely, and that's a good problem to have because of the fact what that does when you got those shooters. Mr. Marino underneath. I mean, he can work. He is going to face a lot of funky defenses this year. We know that. They're going to double down. They're going to try to make Scott County beat them from the outside, but when you're hitting shots and you know the addition of Diablo Stewart, we saw how that kid can flat fill it up from anywhere. It's really going to open it up for Michael, and I think it's going to take a lot of pressure off Bryce Long, who last year kind of forced it a little bit, you know, to get his shot up because he's that type of shooter. I think you're going to see everybody relax a little more, and Cooper Robb beating people off the dribble. That helps tremendously with your outside game as well.
We're going to take a quick break here. You're watching Scott County Cardinal basketball on the Scott County Sports Network. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, and we'll continue to talk about what this season means.
There's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Welcome back to the Scott County High School Gymnasium here in Georgetown, Kentucky. as we get ready to watch the national anthem here performed by the Scott County Cardinal Band. We're gonna get real quiet here and let you all enjoy this, as this is going to be good from the Dr. Merritt and his band.
100 years of Kentucky high school basketball. The centennial season will enable all of Kentucky's high schools to celebrate the culture of basketball in the Commonwealth. Please stand in honor of the sport that has brought great joy to so many over the last 100 years and make standing for the play of our state song.
Got it? I mean, not like I can't add him.
Welcome back to the Scott County High School Gymnasium here in Georgetown. That was a great rendition of the choir for My Old Kentucky Home. Made me think of the late Governor A.B. Happy Chandler on senior day at UK. But by the choir and Dr. Meredith, both My Old Kentucky Home and the national anthem. Didn't fail to mention that this is the 100th year of high school basketball too. Just a little added feature, Derek, to the start.
And that's exactly right, and it makes you feel good to have good memories of being a part of that. You know, you can think of the years that Mark, you there at Bourbon County, and me, of course, being here at Scott County, and just brings back great memories. But it is hard to believe it's 100 years. My goodness.
Hard to believe that. We're going to go with starting lineups here. First, for the visiting Cordia Lions on the scoreboard, wearing black with gold letters and trim. Starting at guard, number 1, Darian Pringle, a 5'10 sophomore. At the other guard is Kareem McDonald, a 5'11 senior, wearing number 2. Number 11, 6'1 Marquise Frazier, a junior guard. Number 12, Khalil Harris, a 6'2 sophomore. And then rounding out the starting lineup is the big man, number 23, Omar Kita, a 7-foot senior. Moving on to Scott County for the Cardinals tonight. Wearing number 1, Cam Fluker, 5'8 junior guard. Number 2, Bryce Long, a 6'1 junior guard. Number 11, a 5'9 junior, Diablo Stewart. In the middle, the big man for the Cardinals, number 6'7", junior 24, Michael Marino. And rounding out the starting lineups tonight is the 6-foot junior, number 33, Lorenzo Williams.
Mark, looks like they're going for Scott County's got kind of a smaller lineup tonight, and I think they're going to let the football players kind of get acclimated a little bit because probably won't be too long before we see Mr. Robb.
You're exactly right. And like I said, people got to realize they just lost a tough game last Friday night up at St. X in Louisville. So they've only had a couple days of practice. So it's going to take them a little while to get their basketball legs. And, you know, we've got Landon Easley, Josh Davis, Glenn Covington, and, of course, Cooper Robb coming in here this late. But, you know, the one thing about that, Derek, those guys have played far into the fall and playoffs in football the last 3 years. They know how to win.
They absolutely know how to win, and that's the heart of these guys and what makes them so fun because they know nothing but winning. You know, when they end their football season, where do they end it? They end it a game before the state championship.
Yeah.
Right, and I always say if you want to lose in basketball, lose in the Sweet 16. If you want to lose in football, you lose there in the Final Four.
As we get ready to toss it up, Don Werner is going to step in, the veteran 11th region official. Does a great job every year. Good to see him back doing it one more year. To get the other officials' names as the game goes on, but it's going to be Michael Marino jumping against Kita. Cordia is going to control the tip, and that's going to be Pringle bringing the ball up. Fluker's going to match up with him. Looks like they're going to go in a straight man-to-man, Scott County. Don't expect anything less.
Turnover first possession, and Mark, I think that's the key right now to both teams. You want to control the basketball because of nerves. There's a lot of unforced turnovers right now. First game of the season, and you want to get some easy looks.
And there's one right there as Fluker gets the wide open three, no good. Brown with the putback, no good. And that's going to be Pringle coming out for Cordia. Good ball movement right there, Derek. I thought that was pretty good. That's one of the keys that I thought coming in. If Scott County shares the basketball, they're going to be a lot of fun to watch this year.
Absolutely. Got a wide open three missed by Fluker and then a couple putbacks there. What else do you want? You know,
yeah.
First possession.
Just a little bit of nerves, like you said. Bryce Long out front. Good penetration there as Cordia turns it over again as Harris couldn't handle the pass. Cordia playing a 2-2-1 full court press to start the game.
And Scott County counters with a 2-1-2 as they should. And there's the pass that they need to look for, the opposite corner.
Yeah, the question is, do you really want to try to run and force Scott County to fast? That's not a good recipe for most teams.
No, it's not, especially when they can probably jump into their press. And I understand by talking to Coach Glenn, they're going to try to – they got the studs this year to full court press.
Yeah, and they've got the depth too. I compared it. There's a foul out front as Long gets stripped, but they got him on the arm. That foul is going to be on Frazier. That'd be his first, team first. Scott County will get the ball out on the side as Cam Fluker will put it in. Cordia playing a little matchup 2-3 zone, looks like.
Anxious to see how long that Cordia will stay in this with the shooters that Scott County has. Of course, you got to knock down, bring them out of the zone. So we'll see how that goes.
And there's the lob and the dunk.
There we go, and one.
And that basketball is going to count. So Marino gets the 2 points. Omar Keita picks up his first, team second. And
that was just a straight good play out of the side out where they set the back screen for Michael, just an old-fashioned lob.
And Michael finishes the old 3-point play as our good
way, baby.
Soup and a sandwich, according to our good
According
friend Jerry Ball. Double team by Scott County. Cordia gets it in, throws the layup in, and good by number 2 McDonald. So it's 3-2. Scott County quickly down. Nice pass behind the back from Bryce Long to Michael Marino.
Beautiful. Pace starting to pick up a little bit here, Mark.
I'm not sure if I'm Cordia, I want to run with Scott County, but we'll see what they got.
Right, they're going to let you get to the baseline, and that's where they're going to trap. And there's already been 2 turnovers by Cordia.
Key to the big 7-footer from the elbow. That's nice range for the big man. Gets his first 2.
That'll go a long way being that size, knocking down a jumper.
Lorenzo Williams on the drive. He is fouled by Pringle. That's his first, team third. The other thing we need to talk about, we kind of, starting up for the first time in almost 2 years, mentioned how successful Coach Hick is. He hadn't lost any desire. All-time winning coach in the state of Kentucky wins and has not lost his desire to be on the bench.
That's exactly right, and that's very infectious to the kids as well.
Bryce Long hits his first triple from the corner.
That's why his kids play so hard for him, Mark, because they see what a leader he is in practice and what he demands out of them. There's another turnover from the pressure.
That's one thing if you're Cordia coming in here, you want to limit the turnovers. You don't want to give Scott County extra possessions.
I like how Scott County is getting their picks and they're getting the ball right there to who they should get it to underneath against the zone. They're finding areas in the zone, they're back screening.
And what I like, he camped out right there between the elbow and the block, which that middle is hard. Most zones don't rotate enough to cover it properly, and if you hover in that area, you're going to get nice little jump shots that he hit.
You're exactly. There's another turnover.
Yeah, unforced.
Yep.
Scott County pressures bothering the guards from Cordia. Of course, they're only 5'10", 5'11", so Williams is 6 foot and Long is 6'1", so.
Then you got the 2 little mighty mites out there for us. So as you see what they're doing here is they're screening Long on the baseline and rolling to the middle because the back line man is going out to the corner with Bryce Long.
And Lorenzo Williams picks up an illegal screen moving there. I always get tickled because he's got his hands up, and I know what the coaching staff says. They say you're supposed to holler ball, ball, ball like it's an offensive move, and you generally won't get that foul call. But if you don't holler ball, it looks like a moving screen.
Well, and really it is, and it's called the old-fashioned butt screen. You're just kind of rolling against the – great pressure, great pressure.
And there, he saved it. I thought he was going to be the turnover. 3 on the way, and I don't know that he called bank, but that's McDonald.
Buddy, we're writing down 3 regardless of whether it's a bank or not, aren't we?
Not for sure he called it, but
that's a good
and there's going to be a foul on number 2, McDonald. That's going to be his first, team 4th. Blocking fouls. He tried to cut off Williams. Yeah. That's the one thing with Lorenzo Williams. People look at him and they think automatically he's just going to stand there and shoot the 3. He goes as aggressively to the basket as anybody we've got.
I failed to mention that pregame as well. Lorenzo Williams, he brings his hard hat and lunch pail every single game, and what you get out of him is defense and rebound. He's understanding his role. He did last year that, hey, I'm not going to score 15 to 20 points. I will some nights, and if you remember how he shot the ball against Madison Central in the region last year, he
won the region.
He really did. He had a great regional tournament. He played well in Nashville last year.
Diablo Stewart from the corner, no good. Kick out to Harris as Cordia's got the breakaway. He goes up for the John, and Lorenzo kind of gets in his way and forces him to miss the dunk attempt.
That's a hustle play.
Michael Marino from the elbow, no good.
See, Michael needs to go ahead and take that dribble strong. He doesn't need to be fading away.
Harris again strong to the basket, but he's going to draw the foul, I believe, on Diablo Stewart's going to get his first. So that's his first foul, team second, and that's going to send Khalil Harris, to the line for 2.
On that offensive possession there, Mark, what I was talking about is Michael Marino, when he's already got his shoulders turned into the paint, he needs to keep going. Go ahead and use his left hand, but he settled for a fadeaway jump shot, and that led to a fast break on the other end.
First one up by Harris is good. Give him his first points for the game.
Khalil Harris, good-looking sophomore.
Yeah, he really is. Left-handed?
Yes, sir.
A little partial to those left-handers.
You are partial. Yes, sir.
Man, I think what they're trying to do is just make Scott County slow down just a little bit. Stewart from the left wing, no good. Marino with the tip, no good. And Cam Fluker comes out.
Always battling. Always battling. See that Bryce kind of has it's called a useless dribble right there. He's got to put it down and go somewhere.
Yes.
So he's taking one dribble and getting himself trapped on the baseline.
Don Warner says he stepped on the sideline there, so that'd be a turnover.
Yep.
10-9 with 3:13 to go in the first quarter. Scott County leading the Cordia Lions. Pace has really slowed down here after kind of a quick start.
It has settled in. It has. I think nerves have settled down a little bit. They've got each other. They feel each other out. You know, we're halfway, a little more than halfway through the first quarter here.
There's another turnover.
I think it's number 6 for Cordia.
Coach Stacy's going to look back on that and say, guys, we can't give the ball away that much.
6 turnovers and down 1. It's not too bad.
No. There's that lob play to Lorenzo. A little bit high.
Yeah, I believe Lorenzo would probably have to bring that down.
I tell you what, the way Cooper Robb and Glenn Covington were throwing it down on Meet the Cars,
goodness.
my gosh, you can add those two to the possible lob play.
They did their squats during football season. They were in the weight room.
Layup attempt there by Pringle. Williams all over him. That's going to be Scott County ball.
Yeah, the pressure is really getting to Cordia out front. Scott County's going to give you the sideline, and then as you think you have an open lane, they're going to collapse on you, and then they got help coming from the other side. And it's a recipe for disaster when you try to force it on offense, as Cordia's doing.
And a young backcourt will have a tendency to try to take everything to the hoop quick because of that pressure instead of trying to run the offense. Bryce Long no good for a 3. Harris gets the rebound. I like that sophomore.
Yes, sir. He goes hard.
And there's a ball deflected out of bounds by Bryce Long.
Mark, I'm not keeping deflections in this game because it would have me occupied.
Yeah. Tito with the jump hook, a little far out right there. Marino did a nice job forcing him off the block. Cam Fluker bails out the.
Keita's a little sleight of frame, but looks like he's got good hands. Good footwork and good hands. That's what you look for in a guy.
7-footer intimidated Bryce Long right there. He should have gone up. He blocks it, he blocks it. And that was Frazier. Keita on the putback. I'm sorry, Frazier on the putback.
Cordia up 1, 11-10.
Scott County not moving the ball as well as they did to start the game. They need to get it moving side to side and look in the middle. There's a forced 3, no good, but Fluker gets the rebound, puts it up, no good. Tipped by Marino, no good. Keita with it, throws it away, and Fluker ends up with it, but Scott County's going to retain it. Got lucky right there.
I said it wouldn't be long.
New backcourt in for Scott County. The 6'2 senior Cooper Robb and the 5'11 junior Glenn Covington. And in for Cordia, number 24, Dylan Noble, 6'8 senior. And I can't see that other number, 10, Anthony Glassgog, yes.
Let's see if Cooper and Glenn get in the flow of the game, don't put up any shots too early. You need a couple trips. That was always my thing. If I get in a ball game or go out, come back in, break a sweat, get up and down, try to get a layup or a free throw. That's what Cooper needs to do.
Lorenzo Williams attacks it. Keita blocks the shot. Cordia is running. And that's going to be a jump ball as Glenn Covington tied up Marcus Frazier. That was a good job. Kobe Harris coming in for Lorenzo Williams.
And I thought Lorenzo does need a little break, Mark. He's had a couple, two to three forces. And he's aggressive. I love his aggressiveness. He plays hard at all times. But sometimes you got to say, hey, come take a seat, gather yourself, opening game.
Yeah, let the game come to you a little bit.
Absolutely.
Let the game come to you. Covington running the point here. Cooper Robb with his first shot up and good.
Didn't take long.
No, it didn't. He got his half trip up down the floor.
He's 1 for 1.
Now Glenn Covington's guarding Pringle out front.
There's your trap. Yep.
Nope, we got an illegal screen, I believe, on 23. Keita?
Keita, yep. That's his second.
Yeah, that'll be big.
That's the 15th foul.
Frazier coming back in and Glasscock going back out.
You notice the physiques on Cooper Robb and Glenn Covington. I mean, you could say which ones are the football players out there.
Yeah.
Cooper Robb's put on, some good muscle.
Interesting right here. Nice pass. Nice pass as Bryce Long gets the layup, but that was created by Cooper Robb.
I think you'll see how the game will probably go a different direction here with Cooper.
And what's here with this lineup, Derek, they've moved Harris into the middle and put Marino out on the wing. Here's a three by McDonald, no good. Marino clears the board. Quickly out to Bryce Long, and he got fouled and got away with it. Into the first quarter here, Scott County 14, Cordia 11. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Scott County High School basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Scott County High School. Real quick, getting here to start the second quarter. Scott County 14, Cordia 11. We're going to flip it to Derek Varney and ask him what the first quarter stats look like. We'll talk about those as we go through the second quarter.
Scott County led in scoring, but Michael Moreno was 7. He was 3 of 4 from the floor. Thought he should have had a couple more attempts. You need to, just because of some bad shots that were taken off the wing there. Bryce Long, he has 5 points right now on 2 for 4 shooting. We're looking at turnover situation here. Scott County with 5 and Cordia with 6. So I was right on it, just kind of guessing there. Cordia, they are led in scoring by let's see, Keita's got 2, and McDonald has 5.
As we say that, McDonald launches a 3, no good. Cooper Robb with the rebound, pushing the basketball, and right idea.
Somebody got a hand on it.
Yeah, right idea to try and find Kobe Harris on the baseline. McDonald pushing. Left-hand layup, no good. Marino clears.
That's a good pass right there. Kobe got to be expecting the ball running in the middle of the floor.
Cooper Robb for a 3, no good. Marino with the tip, and good. He's got as good hands as anybody I've seen in a long time.
He really does, and that's an offensive rebound, controlled tap, and a bucket.
Yeah,
beautiful. Michael's going to be around the ball.
And this is what I love about Glenn Covington. He can put some pressure. As Pringle gets around him, banks it in.
And you know what? That's okay.
Yeah.
If a kid banks one in like that, hey.
That's still good. I just go back to that Bowling Green game at the state tournament. I thought he did as good a job on the Bowling Green point guard as anybody that they played in the tournament.
No, your kid is really, really good. Understand, he and a couple others are in the 5th region at Adair County.
Yes. Michael Marino from 3, no good. Cooper Robb with the rebound. There's a behind-the-back pass to Michael Marino, cutting down the middle.
Beautiful.
And Michael's going to get 2 free throws, I believe, as Don Warner comes to the bench and says that foul is going to be on number 2, McDonald. His second, team 6. So Michael Marino will be at the line for 2. He's 1 for 1 there tonight.
You got 6.5 minutes in the second quarter, and you're in. You don't like looking up saying that the opposing team
is in the bonus.
Is in the bonus already. Cooper Robb created that again. The little things. The offensive rebound, the beautiful pass to Michael, and Michael did what he's supposed to. He dove to the bucket once Cooper was dribbling out. We
got a lane violation there on Bryce Long, so that second free throw attempt's not going to count. Yeah, for the last 3 years, we've been saying the last 2 years that we did radio, pound for pound, Cooper Robb's probably the best rebounder in the state of Kentucky.
Unbelievable.
Pound for pound.
Yes. Not only is he strong, got good leaping ability, but Mark, you and I both know rebounding's 90% want to, 10% know how.
That foul's going to be on Glenn Covington as he got caught reaching. That'll be his first, team 3rd. So Cordia will take it out on the side. And yeah, Derek, when you look at that too, there's some kids, and we've all seen them, that just have the ability. There's another turnover forced by the double team,
number 7,
Cordia. But there's some kids that have a knack for knowing where the ball's going to be, and Cooper Robb has that. He knows where to be when that ball's shot as to which way it's going to come, and there's an art to that, and he's mastered it.
There really is, and knowing where it's going to be and then gritting your teeth and getting there, he's got all that mastered. Exactly right. That's what makes his game so much better. You can't say, well, he's just a good shooter. He's a hustler. He does it all. He really does.
And there's Covington in the corner for a 3. No good, but there's Cooper Robb. Nice tap, but just didn't go.
Cooper probably should have grabbed 2 hands on that one.
Pringle forces it down, and it looks like he's going to get the foul. I believe that's going to be on Kobe Harris. Yeah, Kobe Harris is going to pick up his first. Team 4th. That's going to put Pringle at the line for 2 free throws. Cordia did a nice job of pushing the ball there.
And you have to, against this Scott County team, if you let their defense get set up against you, it's going to be a struggle to get a bucket.
Pringle misses the first. You got Fluker and Stewart back in along with Williams. Coming out is going to be Bryce Long, Glenn Covington, and Kobe Harris. So it's going to leave Cooper Robb and Michael Marino in the game. You've got Noble and Keita, Pringle, Harris, and Frazier in for Cordia. Second free throw up, good. So he's 1 out of 2. Make it 17-14 with 5:48 to go in the half. Scott County leading. And that ball's deflected as Diablo tried to get it to the middle. And there's Cooper Robb, forces the turnover. Scott County gets it right back. Marino leading the kicks to Robb in the corner for a 3.
Well, he's 2 for 3, and the one that he missed was
the easiest shot he had.
Well, yes, exactly right.
Just to put back the rebound.
Yep. If he grabs 2 hands, he's 3 out of 3.
Keto with the spin move.
Mark,
no good.
I like him.
Yeah,
you can tell he's raw. You got to look for it, Diablo, boy.
Yeah, you gotta learn to. There's Cam Fluker 4-3. Let him get set.
All you young kids out there that are watching, do not watch his form or technique. Just watch the end result, because you don't know what hands he shoots.
Harris with the bomb from the left-hand corner, no good. But Keto with the rebound and put back. 23-16. Lorenzo Williams inside the 3 for a pull-up 2.
Now there's his game right there. If Lorenzo does that, pulls up, gathers himself, shoulder square, knocks it down, he's a different player.
Frazier out front with Fluker on him. Keita for 3 from the corner. Woo, big man.
I'll take him. Look out, colleges. Got a 7-footer that can knock it down.
Lorenzo Williams for 3.
See how his feet weren't square, Mark? That was a little more of a struggle there.
Into the game for Scott County for the first time. Landon Easley, 6'6 senior, replacing Michael Marino. And for Cordia, number 10, Anthony Glasscock back in, the 5'7 junior.
And I'm okay. I'm okay with this Michael Marino break. I think he's going to need one. And you got 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. You're up 6 points. It's good to give him a 2 to 3. And Landon Easley can do that. He's going to play hard. He's going to bang. There's a steal immediately. Punt it.
Cooper Robb for 3 after the exchange, no good. And Landon Easley's going to pick up his first foul. But you can live with that because that's a hustle, rebounding foul, and that's what Landon's going to bring, that energy, yes.
Exactly, after a steal on the other end.
And, back to the Lorenzo Williams shot, that's not a bad shot, but there's one pass, and then that shot's taken.
That's it.
Sometimes you need to move that ball a little bit more to make that zone shift and get your rebounders in position.
And he's got a feel. I always had a feel that my feet, I had to be set. A bad shot is when I'm not set, my feet aren't set.
Yeah, Harris with the put up nice penetration by Frazier to get that to him.
25-21 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. Scott County leads.
I thought they had Landon Easley for the post up, and there's a walk. It's getting a little bit too big a hurry. Pump fake the big man and go around.
Yeah. I think Lorenzo's thinking a little bit too much offensively in his first half. Let it come to him like the shot that he hit came to him out of the offense, and he knocked it down.
Scott County trying to get set here, matching up. Lorenzo's always going to take the ball. That's how good a defender he is. So he's going to pick up Frazier.
And he's deceivingly long.
Frazier penetrates with the floater. No good, but Keita comes in. Put back good. Man, I'm telling you what, he's a good-looking big man.
So that's 9 points. That's 9 points for Keita is what I have. 25-23 Scott County. Good ball game.
Really good ball game. Cooper Robb at the elbow, no good. Glasscog with the rebound. Here comes Pringle going to the basket. He's challenged by the Williams. No foul call there. Keita gets the rebound, and he's going to get fouled on the putback. Cam Fluker picks up his first, team sixth. I think that'll put Keita on the line for 2. I thought Williams got away with one right there. I thought Pringle got killed.
I thought he absolutely murdered him underneath the basket right there. And I think the referee was caught watching the flight of the ball instead of what was happening on the floor. And again, Keita sprints down the floor, gets position, gets the rebound.
First free throw goes in.
Soft touch, soft hands.
Michael Marino back in, Landon Easley coming out. But that's what I can live with. That's Landon Easley doing his job.
That's got to be every single game right there.
And those breaks will be longer. He'll get more playing time. Like I said, he's only been in basketball practice for 2 days.
Exactly right. And I remember the football guys coming out, Mark, and
second free throw good.
Thinking that they could come in and play immediately, and they were dying. They were
just
dying.
A different game.
Yes, it is. There's no stopping in between like in football.
Williams on the drive, kicks it out to Fluker, left wing for the 3, no good. Prince Stewart battles and gets the rebound. I'd like to see Scott County get a touch from Marino as Stewart launches, but good. Stewart says don't need to wait.
No, sir.
It's his first Scott County points.
Again, ball in the air, feet in the air on catching the pass, gets his feet squared, knocks it down. 28-25, Scott County.
Pringle with the drive and kisses it off the glass.
Beautiful.
Darren Pringle. Coach Hicks not going to be happy as Stewart drives to the basket and good on the layup.
Trying to keep up here. 30-27, Scott County. 5 in a row for Diablo Stewart.
Pringle time to take Fluker, and he's going back again. He loses control. Kick back out McDonald for the set 3. No good, and Marino clears the boards.
Grown man rebound.
That's Cooper Robb. Nice pass. Out to the elbow. Michael Marino, no good. Lorenzo Williams with the rebound.
Nice, Lorenzo.
Kick for Stewart, no good. Pringle comes down with the board, and he's going to be fouled by Cam Fluker. That's the foul that's hard to live with. 94 feet away, and you're going to put him on the line.
Exactly right.
Second foul, team 7th.
On a reach, not trying to draw a charge or getting out in front of a man. It's just a reach.
And Cam's going to sit down as Bryce Long comes in, and Frazier comes back in for Harris, and Noble's back in for Cordia. So Pringle at the line for 1 in the bonus. Free throw's good, so he'll get the bonus. Makes it 30-28 with 1:16 to go. Second one up and good. 30-29 with 1:15 to go in the half. Scott County leading the Lions of Cordia. Cooper Robb for three.
Good looking shot right there. And that's off the penetration of Diablo Stewart in the zone. You penetrate the zone, the defense lets you penetrate, they're asking for trouble there.
The only thing I'd like to see is I'd like to see Marino touch the ball down low a couple times.
Absolutely.
Nice pass, and that's
And one.
And that foul is going to be on, I believe, Cooper Robb, isn't it?
Yep, and the bucket's good.
That's the first on Cooper Robb, team 8th. Keita gets 12th and 13th point with a chance to add his 14th with a free throw. And that was called created by penetration because Marino had to leave to pick up Harris, and Harris dumped it back off.
Well, Cooper Robb is pretty courageous at all times, but to challenge the 7-footer, you might lose on that one.
Yeah. Free throw up and good. Like you said, Derek, he got soft touch.
I'm very impressed with the hands, the footwork, and the way the kid runs the floor. You know, a lot of kids this age would be just gashed right now. He hadn't been out of the game, Mark.
Interesting here if Scott County tries to score first available or if they try. They're going to go up as Stewart goes up with the short jumper. Noble with the rebound. Clears it out to Harris.
Diablo
Frazier, yeah.
He's got to understand the time on the clock right now.
And there's Pringle for the jump shot, and then Diablo ends up fouling him. Question is it going to be a three?
Yes.
Diablo Stewart picks up his second, team 9th. And Pringle's going to go to the line for three. First one is up and good. Gives him his 9th point.
Yeah. Mark, I don't like bringing up a whole lot of negativity, of course, but I'm just being real. Diablo shoots a bad shot on the other end and comes down and fouls on a 3-point shot. It's just you know, if they're getting, the first thing happens when you get tired mentally.
Start reaching.
Exactly right. You get tired and you lose your mental toughness.
And Pringle nails all three. So with 25 seconds, Cordia's got the lead, 35-33 over Scott County. Now I believe Scott County will hold for one here.
You got to go with 8 seconds to get a shot and a chance for a putback, and not let the opposing team, not let Cordia get to the other end.
And Stewart launches a long three. Marino on the putback, gets the roll.
Don't foul. Oh.
So at the half, Scott County 35. Actually, should be 37-33, shouldn't it? I think they put that up on the wrong side.
Yeah, because the three.
I don't have a running score tonight, but it should be a 2-point lead, I would assume, for Scott County.
37-35.
Is what I was thinking. We're going to take a break here, and hopefully when we come back, we'll have halftime stats to review. But you're watching Scott County basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street. Next, join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's action.
Georgetown Community Hospital is a 75-bed acute care facility with an award-winning history providing excellence in health care. Georgetown has been named one of the best places to work in Kentucky for 5 of the last 6 years. The hospital continues to add new medical services and to grow the number of specialists and primary care physicians. It also features an award-winning ICU, medical surgery unit, and 24-hour emergency services. Georgetown Hospital, located on Lexington Road in Georgetown, Kentucky. Here for your needs 24 hours a day. Georgetown Community Hospital is a 75-bed acute care facility with an award-winning history providing excellence in health care. Georgetown has been named one of the best places to work in Kentucky for 5 of the last 6 years. The hospital continues to add new medical services and to grow the number of specialists and primary care physicians. It also features an award-winning ICU, medical surgery unit, and 24-hour emergency services. Georgetown Hospital, located on Lexington Road in Georgetown, Kentucky. Here for your needs 24 hours a day.
Welcome back to the Scott County High School Gymnasium, Georgetown, Kentucky, as it's opening night, Scott County Cardinal basketball. It's 35-35. We were corrected. Cordia had the 2-point lead before Marino got the tip-off. I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Derek Varney, to look at some halftime stats.
For the Scott County Cardinals, with 35 total points in the first half, they were led in scoring by big man Michael Marino, who Michael was all over the boards. He was 5 for 8 from the floor. He pulled down, he has a total of, he's got about 5 rebounds right now. Second in scoring was the best 6-man, Cooper Robb, coming off the bench with 8 points. We didn't know how fresh he would be coming in off the football field, and he's 3 of 7 from the floor, but 3-point range, he's 2 of 4. Followed by Bryce Long's got 5 points. Let's see, Lorenzo Williams with 3, Diablo Stewart with 5, and those were his points were in crucial situations there in the second quarter. He had a couple turnovers, a couple fouls there, but played hard throughout the quarter. For Cordia, who also with 35 points, they were led in scoring by their big man as well, Omar Kita with 12 points. 12 points. He was 3 for 4 from the floor. But again, he had 6 rebounds, and he was really impressed with him, the 7-foot senior. 10 points by Darian McDonald, followed by 3 points by Darian Pringle. McDonald with 5 points. Khalil Harris with 4 for a total of 35 deficits in the game. Cordia with 9, which they really settled down after the first quarter, where they had 6, only had 3 in the second quarter. And then Scott County total turnovers of 8. So as fast as the game was to start out with, it kind of settled in. There's a total of 17 turnovers in the first quarter, which in the first half, which wasn't too bad. The field goal percentage, Scott County was 39% from the floor. And Cordia, which kept them in the game, they're 46% from the floor, Mark, and that's, you shoot almost 50% and a half.
Yeah, that's what's keeping them in the game. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and do a little synopsis of what we think both teams have to do for the quarter. But you're watching Scott County basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Let's get back to it. What's this? No one saw that. Doesn't count.
Choose your deals from the King Savings menu, only at Burger King.
Who's the king now?
Box combos.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking? Love in the window. Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
Visit our Scottsdale location today at 74th and Shea.
Welcome back to Scott County High School basketball. Opening night here in Georgetown, Kentucky. It's 35-35. Scott County and Cordia opening the season. I'm here with Derek Varney. We're going to go over the rest of the first half stats, but talk a little bit about what we have to do for the Cardinals in the second half, and even look at what Cordia needs to do. I think Cordia has done a very good job of coming into a hostile environment on the road, first game of the year, playing the number 1 team in the state of Kentucky. And if you told me I was going to be tied at halftime, Derek, I'd be pretty happy.
You're not kidding, Mark. I mean, they've come out and they've brought the fight to Scott County. They're being aggressive. Only time that they're really struggling is when they have to run half-court offense. Mm-hmm. But everything has kind of been, out of the 35 points, I would be willing to say that probably 25 of those were off of transition and putbacks, because the The big kid underneath, the Keita kid, the 7 foot, is very impressive.
He runs the floor very well.
He runs the floor well. He's got a lot of putbacks right now. I think he's got probably 6 to 8 rebounds, and they're just going to have to do a lot of the same to stay in the ballgame, be aggressive. And Scott County took some bad shots. You know, it's almost like they weren't sharing the basketball as well. Opening game, I do understand that. They're going to have to settle in and get the open shot off their offense and keep playing hard on the defensive end as they do, because they did cause 6 first quarter turnovers and then 3 in the second quarter for a total of 9.
Because I was looking and getting ready for tonight's game and looking at what I thought Scott County was going to have to do this season, 2 things stuck out at me, and you've already kind of touched on one of them. One is how well the basketball and understand that everybody's going to get their shots. Started the game out extremely well. Kind of lost it there about midway through the first quarter, started the second quarter. I think they were getting back there toward the end, but Michael Marino hasn't touched the ball in a little while in the set offense. Needs to run through him no matter what. He's going to pass the ball. He's not going to shoot it every single time. So run it through him, let him help set the offense as you indicated. And then the other thing, Derek, that I thought was turnovers and rebounds. And, Scott County out-rebounded the 19-15. But for this team to do what everybody thinks they're capable of doing, they're going to have to help Michael Marino on the boards. So that means your guards, your Glenn Covington, your Bryce Longs, your Cam Flukers, you guys have got to stay in and help rebound. And like I said, they need to basically increase that. And then you have 8 turnovers. You've got skilled players on the wings. 8 turnovers is probably a little bit too much when you look at the ball handling capability of what this Scott County roster has. A lot of those were unforced. It wasn't like they're sitting in 2-3 zones, so they're not putting a lot of ball pressure.
No, you're doing right. And the turnovers that Scott County has, they were self-imposed, meaning trying to do stuff that they're not capable of doing. Again, opening game. Who is the point guard right now? You got Diablo Stewart that's handling it. You got Cam Fluker. You got Cooper Robb comes in. You got Glenn Covington. So you got 4 guys there. Okay, who is handling who's? But the bottom line, what you said earlier, if I'm Coach Hicks in that locker room, I'm gonna say, boys, let me introduce you to number 24 again. Okay, he's got some of his points just on putbacks.
Yeah.
Right? He hasn't had a whole lot of looks. I know he's missed some shots, but what I'm talking about is points out of the offense, not just getting his own getting a rebound from somebody else and putting it back.
You're exactly right. And it's got to go through him. He's going to hit the open man. He's proven that his 3 years as a starter here at Scott County. Well, we're going to take one more quick break here before we start the second half, and we're going to play tag team tonight. You're stuck with me, unfortunately, the rest of the half, but I want to thank Derek Varney for filling in, and Coach Greiser is going to fill in the second half. Between the 3 of us, we're going to try to tag team this season for you and try to bring Scott County basketball to you. So I want to thank Derek for being here for the first half. He'll be around all year. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Scott County basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Here, we grew up in the kitchen. We learned how to cook when our parents taught us what their parents taught them. At Bojangles, our master biscuit makers use traditional Southern recipes too, from scratch, the old-fashioned way. It's harder, but it's better. Around here, kitchens have always brought folks together, and we're going to make sure they do so for a long time to come. Bojangles for a Cajun filet biscuit combo for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Bojangles, it's bow time.
Welcome back to Scott County's high school basketball opening night, 2017 season. Cordia 35, Scott County 35, and it's my pleasure to welcome in the coach, Keith Greiser.
Hey, Mark. Glad to be here.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. Doing great. It's basketball season. I can't think of a better time of year.
And we've already touched about the important things with the fact that your Lakers in the training league is 2-1, so winning record. Right. Let's keep things for perspective.
That's right. I wasn't able to get in my breaker or my out-of-bounds underplay for the first game, so we took an L there, but we've come back and won 2 in a row now.
That is great. That is great. Well, we're happy to be here. Like I said, it's opening night, 100th year of high school basketball. Coach, what's that mean to you?
You know, I just think that the experience that kids have that are able to participate in high school sports is unparalleled. They learn so many other things besides just what it means to bounce the ball. You learn teamwork. You learn what it means to be part of the community. And the life lessons that you have there are immeasurable.
Couldn't have said that better. Scott County has Stewart, Fluker, Long, Marino, and Williams starting back in. It's Pringle, Harris, Keita as he intercepts the lob pass. McDonald for Cordia. Pringle's going to walk right there, I believe. Yes. Tried to get there too quick. Frazier is the other starter for Cordia. Coach standing here, what was your thoughts of the first half?
You know, I thought Cordia is a nice team. They've got some kids that are quick and can put the ball on the floor, and they've really not been affected by our pressure defense. And I thought we played some pretty good defense. It just hasn't bothered them yet. I'm not sure that they'll be able to sustain it. I think we might be able to wear them down here a little bit in the second half, but they're a talented bunch.
Frazier gets that. As Marino missed the putback, or he got, and they look for him. That's what we talked about at half a little bit. It's got to run the offense through Michael a little bit more, but big guy Keita's been impressive, and he gave Marino some fits on that last one.
Well, their zone is good. They've got nice long arms, and they get their hands on some passes, and they don't give many second shots.
Williams missed a short jumper, but again, it was a good shot. McDonald with it. Underneath the Frazier, out to Pringle. 3 from the corner, no good. Marino clears the rebound for Scott County. Quickly up to Fluker. He's going to hit Bryce Long. Pump fakes, goes up for the 3, kicks it back out to Stewart. Marino for the 3 from the wing, no good. And that's going to stay with Scott County off of Frazier.
Looking here at the stat sheet, I know you guys talked about it during halftime, but Scott County shot 18 threes in the first half and shot 18 twos.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's the ratio that Coach Hicks is looking for when he went into the locker room. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him getting to the rim a little more.
Stewart with the 3 off the kick, good. We were talking pregame. Scott County's got so many shooters this year that the key thing is just share the ball and hit the open man.
And they've done a nice job of sharing the ball tonight, I feel like. They've missed some shots that I think they'll normally make. But sharing the ball, I think they've done a nice job. And they've really pushed it up the sideline, made Cordia uncomfortable.
McDonald for a 3. Cordia's just not going to go away.
Yeah, there's some tough kids. And that McDonald banked his first 3 in, and he's not seen a shot he didn't like since then. He's put it up and made a bunch of them.
Stewart with nice penetration. Good kick to Michael Marino. That's what you like to see right there. He passed up a great shot to get a better shot.
Yeah, nice ball screen out at the top, and he split the defense, got in the middle of the zone, drew the big guy up, and dumped it down for an easy one.
And that ties it 40-40. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. I thought McDonald was going to launch it. Man. He thought that set in the coach's lap.
Man, that's a tough shot. Fading away.
43-40.
At least 20 feet out.
And on the back tip, it looks like Pringle. Pringle's going to pick up his second. Coach team first in the second half.
Scott County making a conscious effort to get the ball to the free throw line. And against this 1-2-2 zone, that's the weak spot. They didn't really exploit it in the first half. I think that's one of the things that they've probably adjusted in the locker room. Coach Will Height.
Cam Fluker for a 3, no good. Michael Marino with the tip. He controls that as good as anybody I've seen at the high school level. He's got soft hands.
Really soft hands, and knows where the ball's coming off. I mean, he has a good knack for getting himself in the right position to be able to tap it in as well.
Keita from the 3, top of the key. No good. Marino clears it. Stewart pushing. Bryce Long in the corner, sets for the 3. No good, but there's Michael Marino cleaning the glass. Frazier loses in penetration. Williams kicks it up. Out to Long. Reverse layup, no good. Michael Marino with the rebound, and he's going to get fouled. Little talking here.
Michael doing a great job following that breakup. A lot of people would sit back and watch. Michael hustled down.
Fouls on Frazier. First one is good. Second one up and rims out. Frazier with the rebound up to McDonald. 45-43 Scott County. 4 minutes to go in the third. Marino with the steal. Kicks it up to Stewart. Stops and launches a three, and it's good for Diablo Stewart.
I've heard the staff talk about how hot he can get, and he's had some nice looks tonight, and he's starting to knock them down and feel comfortable.
Oh, and Michael Marino went to make the move, gets it back, and he's going to get the foul on Kita. It's going to be the third if I've got it right on the big man.
Got an injured player on the other end of the floor too, Mark. It's McDonald down on the floor right now down there.
We're going to take a timeout here. You're watching Scott County Basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking? Love in the window. Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
Visit our Scottsdale location today at 74th and Shea.
Welcome back, Scott County High School. As we rejoin the game, Michael Marino will be at the line for two. The last one rimmed out, so let's see if Michael can get a new streak started. First one up and good. It's a big foul on Kita, picking up his third, Coach.
He's a skilled guy. I mean, he's every bit of 6'11", I'm guessing. And has made a three tonight and looked good shooting the ones that he missed. Talented kid.
Marino drains the second free throw. Cordia steps out of bounds as Frazier too close to the sideline. McDonald right back in, so.
He's still limping a little bit. He was grabbing the backside of his left knee when he went out. A tough kid, though, I tell you. He's a stout guy, got some wide shoulders, and he's been hard to, Lorenzo Williams is a great defender, and he's had a tough time keeping
Stewart,
that kid in front.
2 for 2 from that spot. There's McDonald, and he is no good, but he's going to get the foul. I'm not going to say he wasn't foul. He kicked that leg out to draw contact. It's a foul, but I'm not sure I really like that call.
Tim Glenn made a living doing that at Asbury, Coach.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to see, Coach. You sure he would do that?
He did it every time.
If we had replay, we'd show it again. He kicks that left leg out to draw the contact. First free throw up and good. 5'11" senior's having himself a pretty good game. That's 12 points to this point.
He's earned them all. I mean, like I said, they've got Lorenzo on him, and he's making him earn every dribble.
Second one is good. Third one up and good. Hits the trifecta. We've got a timeout on the floor, so with the score 53-46 in favor of Scott County, we're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching Scott County Basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Time for oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Welcome back to Scott County High School. 53-46 with 3 minutes to go in the third. Scott County will be putting the ball in play. Other end of the floor, bringing it toward their hoop. Cordia looks like he's gone man-to-man, Coach.
Interesting move. Let's see if Scott County can get into the flow of their offense here.
Michael Marino for the three. Little short. Ball kicks back out to him. That's what I liked right there, Coach. He didn't turn around and fire it again. He reset.
It was tempting.
Yes, he was.
They've had some.
The cutter's open.
They've had some cutters open. If they'll give the good look, there's a good take.
That ball gets kicked out of bounds. I reckon the only thing I would say right there was a great look, but you got to understand who you're throwing it to on the block. I'm not sure that Cam could have done a lot with it. There's the cutter. Michael Reno missed the tough one off the glass. Keita making it tough on him tonight.
He's long, and Michael had to double clutch just because he was in front of him.
That's a good challenge for Michael tonight.
Yeah, normally Michael just goes straight up over whoever's in front of him, but this guy.
Frazier with the spin. Kiss off the glass. Good as Frazier gets his 6 point for Cordia. Kind of a little stagnant here. There's a nice inbounds pass. Michael Marino off the feed. Even the 7-footer, if you get that kind of position, kind of tough to get to you, Coach.
Well, and it was a great entry pass. The 7-footer got hung up on the high side, and Michael really used his body well. But the pass led him to the basket, and he just took it and powered it up. He's got those wide shoulders that there was no chance for Keita to recover.
Third foul on Cam Fluker, team second. And there's an art to that pass into the post. You get the good pass, it's a heck of a lot easier to score if they put it in the right spot.
Yeah, especially if you can get the man in the position you want him. And Michael had him there that time. He had him on the high side, and the help side had been taken away by the curl cut that Coach Hicks has him run on that Kentucky play.
Keita with the putback right there. Penetration was a little too easy right there for Frazier. Nice pass. Michael Marino running the floor and gets rewarded.
He showed those soft hands again. The ability to catch that ball and then finish is really impressive.
You think Coach McKee might be salivating for a tight end position with hands like that? Oh, nice play. Foul's going to be on Frazier, number 11. That'll be his third, team fourth. Lorenzo Williams will be at the line shooting 2.
You mentioned Coach McKee, and I don't know if you talked about it in the first half with Mr. Varney, but what a great year that the football team had. I mean, outstanding season, and congratulations to them on that accomplishment. Very proud of the product that Coach McKee puts out there on the field.
Glenn Covington back in the game for Cam Fluker. Yeah, we didn't specifically talk about that, and you're 100% right, but we just talked about the winning attitude that the football players bring when they get to basketball. Mm-hmm. They're so used to winning that nothing else is acceptable.
And working very hard.
Yes.
They'll do both of those things.
Cooper Robb in for Lorenzo. Back into the game, Glasgow back in for Cordia, replacing Frazier. After watching Glenn, we talked a little bit, played such good defense at state tournament against the point guard from Bowling Green. McDonald throws one up, can't hit it. Tips it around, and Cordia controls it. That's going to be an over and back. We just talked about the defense that he played that one there towards the second half of the Bowling Green game. He played as good a defense on the Bowling Green point guard as anybody did state tournament.
Which is a mouthful because that kid
can play.
As good of an eighth grader as I've ever seen. And that goes back to when Damon Bailey from Indiana was an eighth grader. I mean, that kid can play.
Bryce Long with the drive and the kick to Marino for the two-hand stuff. Nice play by Bryce Long. 61-50 with 24 seconds to go in the third. Scott County leading. It took a little bunny hop. 17 seconds to go here into the quarter. Scott County going to hold for one, aren't they, Coach?
I would think that they will. Cordia back to the zone, looks like.
Michael Marino kicks out to Bryce Long for the three. At the buzzer. Doesn't get any better than that, Coach.
That's really nice. Long drove base time the last time, fed it to Michael for the dunk. Michael returns the favor. Long knocks down the three-pointer to end the quarter, and that's a really good quarter for Scott County Cardinals. 14-point. It was tied at halftime, and now we're up 14. That's a great quarter, and I thought the pressure might build, and I thought Cordia made some mistakes. They weren't hitting quite as many shots that time. Excellent stuff by the Cardinals.
We're going to take a quick break right here. It's 64-50 at the end of the third quarter. You're watching Scott County Basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's action.
I'll throw it to you.
Thank you.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs and the Bluegrass Cash locations.
Welcome back, Scott County High School. Start of the fourth quarter here, 64-50 in favor of Scott County. Here in a few minutes, first break we'll ask Coach Greiser about the third quarter stats as soon as we get a chance. Cordia with the ball, pressure by Prince Stewart. Prince's dad, Diablo, got the 5-second call. I think I was watching his dad play for Lafayette. I know
pressure
it.
by Prince. That's right.
It sounded good anyway,
right.
Coach.
That's right.
Diablo bringing it across. Looks like it's going to be a two-guard front for Scott County. Inside to Marino, up and over the big 7-footer, and that's good. Michael Marino.
Michael's really looking comfortable right now. He caught that ball in the low post and took a little step back, fadeaway move to shoot an 8-footer, and all in rhythm, all smooth, nothing forced. Good stuff.
McDonald forces that one. He's going to get bailed out with the call. I think that's going to be on Diablo Stewart. Picks up his fourth. McDonald first up and good. Second one up and good for the senior. 66-52, Scott County. Diablo Stewart from three, no good. Keto with the rebound. I thought the big man last time down acted like he really wanted the basketball, didn't get it. Let's see, there's that strong post-up move again.
Yeah, Michael got him down here on that fadeaway just a second ago, and
he's wanting revenge.
Wanted to respond to that.
Gotta walk. Quickly into Cooper Robb. Nice pass by Glenn Covington over to Michael Marino in the corner for a three. Coach, ball movement doesn't get any better than that.
That's great. And that's a good shot by Michael because he just made 2 or 3 right in front of the basket, got a fadeaway, and then so pulling up from an open three.
Glenn Covington on the kick out, that's good. He gets his first points of the year. Nice pass by Bryce Long. McDonald back on the quick shot, no good. Cordia getting a little bit too big a hurry here, not trying to run these sets, it looks like to me, Coach. They
really hurt us with some penetration in the first half, and they've kind of gotten away from that. They're dribbling down, and whoever brings it down is shooting the ball right now, and that's trouble for them.
Bryce Long, nice. Might have tried to get a little too fancy right there, Coach.
Well, I think he made up his mind as soon as he started driving. Cooper Robb tried to sneak behind the zone defense, and pass was just a little behind him.
McDonald going to go in, and he's going to get the foul call. That's going to be on Michael Marino. That's his first. McDonald back at the line for 2. First one up and good. Lorenzo Williams back in the game for Scott County. Bryce Long get a breather. Bryce had a good game tonight.
He's been solid, made some nice plays. A couple of things from the stat sheet from the third quarter, Mark. Michael already has a double-double, 27 and 10 going into the fourth quarter. Has 5 of his 10 rebounds are offensive rebounds. That shows he's being very active on offensive glass.
We're gonna stay right here, Coach. Go ahead, and we'll use this timeout to go over stats.
Well, in the second half, Scott County was 10 for 17 from the floor for 58%. You compare that to the first half where we were 14 for 36 overall, shooting under 40%. So huge increase, and what that means is we took better shots.
Yes.
We made some open threes in the second half in that third quarter, but also we were driving in and penetrating, getting the ball to people in places where they were better at scoring. We were 4 for 8 from the 3, so 50% from the 3 is also very good.
And only 12 shots or 13 shots total for them in the first half. That's pretty impressive too. You limited the amount of times they had touches, so.
Yeah, well, we're out rebounding them, and they have 17 turnovers to our 9. Those are good numbers for Coach Hicks to build on.
So coming out of that timeout, it's 71-54 with 5:56 left in the game. Scott County ahead. Cordia now in a man-to-man. There was a slap. I don't know who got slapped, but there was a foul. Is going to be on McDonald. That's his 3rd, team 5th. I want to wish Coach Glenn speedy recovery from some shoulder surgery as he calls the out-of-bounds play in his one-arm sling. 3 no good. Cooper Robb fighting for the rebound. He's going to lose that out of bounds to Cordia. But I want to wish Coach Glenn a speedy recovery. And want to say hello to Johnny Cannon, longtime supporter of Scott County basketball, not able to be here with us tonight. Johnny, we miss you. Hope you're doing well. Kita in the low post. Kicks it out. Scramble. Lorenzo Williams hustles. Calls a timeout.
What a great hustle play
that was. Man, he lost it once, got it back, and fought for it a 3rd time on the floor. We're going to take a quick timeout here. Scott County's got a 30-second timeout. You're watching Cardinal Basketball on Scott County Sports Network.
For oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Welcome back to Scott County High School, Georgetown, Kentucky. Opening night, 2017 high school basketball season as the Scott County Cardinals up 71-54 with 5.5 left in the game, going against the Cordia Lions out of the 14th region. Back door there to Cooper. Goes for the slam, and he's going to get the foul from Kita. He thought he was back at the red-white scrimmage.
That's a great call. You knew, Coach Wilhite calls a lot of the offensive sets. Coach Hicks knew that they were going to be ultra aggressive right there and spread it out, got everybody high, ran the back door. Cooper Robb's a high flyer, and the 7-footer said, "You're not going to put me on a poster, though."
Cooper Robb gets the bounce and the roll. That was a 4th foul on Kita as he's going to take a little break as Noble's back in. Glasscock back in as well for Harris. Cordia gets real small when Kita goes out of the game.
I want to touch on that last play before the timeout where Lorenzo guarded the ball, got a tip on it. The ball's rolling to half court, kind of kicked it, kind of got pushed in the back. And there was a time when he was at Royal Spring that push in the back would have frustrated him and he might have stopped playing. But he has really blossomed up here at the high school, and I'm so proud of him. And for him to continue to play hard and dive on that ball and come up with it for his team when they're up 20 points, that'll pay off in the long run.
And your man just got the block out of bounds passes. McDonald tried to put it up, and Lorenzo came out of nowhere to get the block. And those are the type of plays that get you playing time. Those are the things that get you looked at the next level. Because those are little things that coaches want you to do that not everybody's willing to do. Yeah, foul's going to be picked up by Lorenzo right there. It's going to be his second, team sixth. A lot of banging going on there on that drive. And then throw it to the man in the striped shirt. He's not playing tonight. Nice feed. Nice pass.
I mean, that's really unselfish play right there. Good cuts down the middle, and to pass up again an 8-footer to get a 2-footer is good teamwork.
McDonald, man, that's a nice left hand right there, Coach.
He's got that bowling ball kind of style where he can drive in there and just let you bounce off of his shoulders, finish anyway.
Nice reverse there by Michael Marino. Good defense by Glenn Covington there on Pringle. Michael Marino. We got a timeout by Cordia. Scott County goes on a run, 79-56, 4 minutes to go. We're going to take a timeout here. You're watching Scott County basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace. Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know. Frank Shoup, Frank Shoup, Frank Shoup.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. Frank Shoup sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Welcome back to Scott County High School, Georgetown, Kentucky, opening night 2017 high school basketball. 79-56, your Cardinals up over the Cordia Lions out of the 14th. Want to take this time to thank everybody here on the broadcast crew. Kevin Ritchie, Toby Murray, Mike Ritchie, Coach Greiser, Derek Varney. I'm Mark Walls. We want to thank you for allowing us to be with you tonight and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. As Harris goes in, gets fouled by Cooper Robb, he'll be shooting 2. First free throw, no good. Folks got to remember, Coach, this game was tied 35-35 at half.
Yes, it was. And the Cardinals came out of the locker room ready to play, which is nice to see them respond. And they execute. I really think they executed the game plan well in the second half. Cordia is picking up in a press here.
Michael Marino off the feed. They have really moved the basketball well tonight, second half especially.
I tell you what, Bryce Long has had some nice assists tonight. And that one, he threw it, drove the baseline and threw it kind of behind his head.
Man, McDonald from downtown. Pringle with the long outlet pass, forcing it down. Ooh, they're going to call that on Cam Fluker. For Cam, I've got him with, that's his 4th. team 8th. But Pringle will be at the line shooting 2. He had 11 by my count in the first half. 10, I'm sorry. First chance to score here in the second half. First one's good. It's a little evident of what Scott County's done defensively to Cordia this second half.
Yeah, they've really taken him out. He was one of the kids that drove on us in the first half, and he hasn't done that much in the second half.
Second one no good. Marino with the rebound. Then Covington coming up against 2-1-2 full court press. I think that press has been designed just to attempt to slow Scott County down, not really try to steal the ball.
And they're back in man now.
Bryce Long for 3. No good. Frazier with the rebound. Pringle for 3. No good. Covington with the rebound. Long outlet pass. Well, gets away with it. Cam Fluker off the pass from Brong. No good. Keita clears it.
The 7-footer really had Cam Fluker throwing that one high, arching that shot.
That was that high lob. Harris down the lane. Gets to Frazier. I'm sorry, gets 2. Cordia going to take another timeout. So with 2:44 to go in the game, it's 81-63 in favor of your Cardinals. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching Scott County basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteak. Bollies. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's action. Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Stromboli's. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's action.
Welcome back to Scott County High School, Georgetown, Kentucky. 81-63. Your Cardinals in control of this game.
Cordia, scrappy bunch. They're not ready to concede anything. They've got the 1-2-1-1 press ready to go.
And it looks like he's got his smaller unit in. Seems to be a question about someone reporting in.
Donnie Werner, the official, consulting with the legend Tom Hendricks down there on the scorers table to see what we need to do. And now we've got 10 players on the floor.
Yeah, Keita couldn't. He had to stay in the game. And there's a long pass. That's that sucker pass right there. Got lucky that Frazier stepped out of bounds. That's the one thing that the press will do. It'll lull you into making that long pass. And Scott County's been very good tonight, not trying to make it until that time. Back in for Keita. Thought I might be going offense for defense and leave him in. Trying to put speed in for the press. Got landed easily in the game, and Josh Davis making his first appearance for Scott County. Josh Davis, I thought, did a great job leading the Cardinals with that quarterback position this year, Coach.
It was outstanding. And I saw Bryce Fryman walk in earlier. They had a great year. I mean, they came up against a tough team, and they gave them a heck of a game last Friday. And I don't think that the county could be any prouder than what we are of the way that team handled themselves this year.
Yeah, played extremely well. Frazier out front with the spin, loose with the dribble. Cooper Robb takes it from him. He's got Kobe Harris up on the outlet. Kobe Harris gets his first 2 points of the year. Nice outlet from Cooper Robb.
Nice catch and finish by Kobe. He was up around the rim. I thought he might dunk it.
Yeah, I thought he might try too. McDonald dribbles 3 dribbles to get back to the three-point line, Coach. Landon easily clears. Cam Fluker on the run.
Tell you what, Landon Easley has really got his body looking great right now. His shoulders are big, and he looks strong.
Nice job. They finally hit the cutter, and Cooper Robb gets the layup. It's a nice pass by Cam Fluker. Spin move by Davis. Landon Easley. Pick up his second. Donald's first one is good. KJ Tucker into the game for Scott County, making his first appearance, 6'1" sophomore. Coach, that's another wing player that can flat fill it up when he gets rolling.
Coach Hicks has always been fond of the ones that can shoot the ball.
Yeah, he does like offense, doesn't he? McDonald's going to get the reach foul right there, so that'll be his fourth, team seventh. So KJ should be shooting 1 and 1. Remember what it was like scoring your first varsity points, Coach, of the year?
Man, that's a long time ago. You make me feel old.
First one up and good by KJ. I can still remember my first ever district tournament shot.
Did it go in?
Oh, Coach, I can't believe I'm going to tell this on myself. Playing at Harrison County, up on the hill. Go to shoot the 15-foot jumper. Can't find the ball. It's behind the Harrison County bench because it went out of my hands backwards. As a freshman, I was in trouble. Josh Davis with the big slam for his first 2 points.
Cordia didn't do a very good job getting back that time. Josh Davis saw that rim and eyes lit up, and he took off.
McDonald from long range. No good. Kobe Harris comes out with the basketball. Down to 40 seconds to go. Cordia trying to, and Cooper Raw draws a foul. Don't team. He's just frustrated. Frazier picks up his fourth foul. Gets a little frustrated, slams the ball.
They bumped into each other, too. There's a little jawing going on there.
Cooper Robb will be at
the officials talking to both of them right now.
Donovan Stidham, a 5'10 freshman in for Cordia, along with Ian Spurgeon, a 6'1 senior. First one up, no good by Cooper Robb. Landon Easley with the rebound. Big man goes back up, no good. Josh Davis from the top of the key and gets the roll for the 2-pointer. So Josh Davis picks up his 4th points. That foul's going to be on Kobe Harris. His second. It's going to put Pringle at the line for 2. First free throw up and good. Into the game for Scott County. Michael McKenzie, 6' sophomore. Second free throw, no good. Landon Easley fights for the rebound. Pringle comes up with it. Up with the shot, no good. Landon Easley clears the boards for Scott County. KJ Tucker out front, backs it back out. And that's going to be your game as Scott County is going to win the season opener 91-66 here at Scott County High School over the Cordia Lions. We're going to take a quick break, come back up with some final stats. You're watching Scott County basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Hi, Dick's Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green. Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Welcome back to Scott County High School, Georgetown, Kentucky, for the opening game of the 2017 boys high school basketball season. Your Scott County Cardinals are victorious tonight over the visiting Cordia Lions. We're going to go ahead and get out of here tonight. Scott County plays Friday night at Ballard. We will not be on the air as Ballard does not let us normally go up there and do the broadcast. So we won't be with you at the Ballard game. Just check Facebook and check Twitter. We'll let you know the next game that we're up. Again, we want to thank you for joining us tonight and allowing us to be in your homes with the game. We'll see you at the next round. And again, you're watching Scott County basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.